I did this entire thing wrong. Ah! Each one of these needs to be located 1 block higher. Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
My friends, it wasn't easy. But we have finally completed the most advanced mine system in the world! Pug Nation. Hello everybody, welcome back. Pug Nation here. In the last episode, we put in our vertical item transportation system down from the semi-automatic mining system, and in this episode, I'm going to go ahead and put in an automatic sorting system and build my warehouse. I think I'm going to end up building the warehouse way closer to my base than I had originally intended, maybe like right here on this kind of flat terrain here. I know originally I had talked about building it about 50 blocks that way, but I've decided it would just be easier if it was like within walking distance and then I could transport the items automatically over here. But we kind of have our work cut out for us today. I'm going to lay a bunch of track. The actual item sorter isn't going to be that difficult to do. The hardest part's already been done. The hardest part is putting in this. I'm going to mute this. Ooh, because that's annoying. Oh, I'm on peaceful. Ah! There we go. The hardest part was putting this in. That was really time consuming. That's already done. The automatic sorting system's not going to be too difficult. I'm actually going to dig some of this down because I want to put this... Ooh, almost fell down there. Ah! I want to put the sorting system underground. So I'm actually going to have this... I'm going to delete probably like 20 blocks of this and end up putting it in... Oh, right down there under the surface. And then have the items transported underground, I think, to the warehouse. Maybe I'll do the transporting above ground because that would save me a ton of time from having to dig another bunch of tunnels underground, but we'll see. Alright, so let's start doing this. Get this part out of the way. Doobie-doop-doo, chopping down these blocks. Doobie-doop-doo, chopping down these droppers. Super boring. So we're gonna have to dig out quite a big little cavern here. Big little cavern? What? Right like that. So it'll spit the items out here, and I'll have my water channel for the sorting system going this way. Which means I have to build that up one more. Alright. And better put a block there so I don't fall. Put a block there so I don't fall. There, now we're safe to build. Okay, I've dug out quite a bit of a cavern here. I'm going to start laying down my water channel. It's going to run right along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. And then it's going to drop down 1 and travel another 8 more. Now, how are we going to get around it here? This is going to get messy, isn't it? It's already messy. It's nice building this in your little creative redstone world. You can keep everything nice and neat. But when you're actually building in a survival map, things get messy pretty quickly. Alright, but there we go. That's a 16 block long water channel. I'm actually going to block it off for now, though, just to make things a little bit easier to work with. And let's see, I brought a bunch of materials with me. Let's see, what do I need first? Where do I start? Well, I guess the first thing I got to lay down are the hoppers. So, actually, let's get the shooting mechanism to work right. This needs to be walled off like that. We need half slab in front of the dropper like that, and then a block here. And that should work just fine for the shooting mechanism. So that's done, and then our first hopper is going to go there. We'll have another one there, another one there, and then we'll have one there, there, and there. And last one there. So, what are the items we're going to be doing? Let's see. We'll have a place to sort cobblestone, redstone, iron, dirt. Let's see, what else? Coal. And then this will just be miscellaneous items that we don't sort, but we still are collecting down in the mine. So, let's see. I have a bunch of hoppers with me. There we go. 23. This is pretty resource intensive. 23 hoppers is a lot of iron. Every hopper requires 5 iron to build. So this ain't cheap, unfortunately. Although I brought extras. You don't really need 23 hoppers for this. I only need 12 actually. Okay, I think I finally dug out a big enough cavern. Ah. You know, it's amazing. By the time I'm done with this, I'm going to have so much cobblestone and dirt and everything else that I'm never going to have to use the item sorter or the mine. So why are you doing it? Because it's awesome, that's why. Because I can. Alright, we're going to start putting our droppers in. Like, here in front of... Wow, I can't put them in right. But here in front of each of these. Like so. Oh, actually, like that. Break that, break that. Okay, 6 droppers. And we're going to have these firing continuously, so we're going to have to borrow a signal from our redstone clock that we're using to fire these continuously. That's easy enough to do. If I had any redstone on me, it would be. Yeah, alright. And we only got 5 repeaters. Is that enough? Don't know. Let's find out. There we go. Oh. Blocks like that. And now this will fire repeatedly. Bloop, 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 bloop. Awesome! Alright, and on the back side of this, we're just going to put hoppers feeding into each of those droppers like this. Hoppers into droppers. Hoppers into droppers. Hoppers into dropper. Hopper. What? Now we can put in our sorting unit. Got comparators. We need some redstone, dust, and we'll use some of this cobblestone as a building material. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 blocks behind each of these. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you'd like to see a tutorial about this, I have an in-depth tutorial. Yep, that's exactly what I've got. I have an in-depth tutorial explaining how to build this sorting system. Yes, there do exist more compact sorting systems. However, this one is fine for our purposes. It's nice and easy to build. And we actually do need them to be one apart like this. So we do need to have one sorting unit, space, and then another for what we're going to be using it for. And you'll see why. So each of these gets a comparator facing out of the bottom dropper into the sorting unit. Okay, so the comparators are in. 2 redstone dust coming out of each of those comparators with a torch on the end. So we're going to put a redstone torch on each of these, like so. 2 redstone dust coming out of each of these. Man, this is so much easier to do when you're making a tutorial and you can just fly around. And this is going to feed into a block with a dust on top of it and redstone torches like that. Beautiful. There we go. 2 redstone dust leading from each of these torches. Get rid of each of these blocks. Oh no, did I do this wrong? Oh no! Oh no! I did this entire thing wrong! Ah! Each one of these needs to be located 1 block higher. Oh no! Are you kidding me?
Oh no!
Alright. Oh, okay, I moved everything up 1 block. Laid these 2 redstone dust here, and underneath each hopper I'm going to put a redstone torch. Like that, like that. These redstone torches stop the bottom hopper from feeding items into the dropper when they're activated. Alright, and so all the redstone circuitry is actually done right now. I just need to put the items in to make the hoppers work properly. So this bottom one is going to get, let's see, this will be my cobblestone full stack of cobblestone right there and 4 sticks. This one I'll have dirt. This one will pick out dirt to separate. Let's see. This one I'll do redstone. 3, 4. What's another one? I brought iron. Yeah, that's right. Iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's another thing I want sorted out? Oh, coal. There we go. Coal will go here. 64 coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is actually this is unnecessary. This is not going to sort anything. This is just going to pick up miscellaneous items. So I don't need this to be a sorter at all. So this will pick out those 5 items and then just collect miscellaneous unsorted items. So this gets puts them in there. It'll start feeding items down, and then I quickly need to put sticks in, like so. So this system is now effectively going to sort whatever items from the mine come up through the vertical transporter here that I highlighted in the last episode and be spit out and sorted. And now I'm going to put in my minecart tracks in order to transport these items from here over to the warehouse. I'm doing this in order to kind of control the dropping so that they're dropped into neat, discrete piles instead of being dropped into one another, which would kind of defeat the purpose of having a sorting system in the first place. If these droppers aren't carefully controlled the way I'm doing it right now, you'll have a lot of item commingling. So just going to put these blocks in like this. Now the items that are dropped down will be dropped neatly into their own discrete little piles. And now let's put in our powered rails. Under each of these like so. And we're just going to have these powered constantly. How are we going to do that? Actually, we'll have them come out 1, 2, 3. Good, I got just enough. Awesome! Have those powered constantly, like this. What we're going to do is we're going to have hopper minecarts that are just going to run constantly back and forth between the warehouse and here. The hopper minecarts are going to automatically come here and scoop up the piles that are dropped by the sorting system. And at the warehouse, I'm going to have an automatic unload station. All of this, by the way, has been highlighted way neater than it is here in a tutorial that I released very recently. You can see that below in the description. And awesome! Alright, this should work. Now I just need to run the rails to the warehouse. Alright, so we're going to build a warehouse right here. We need to build 5 automatic unload stations from the Pug Nation item transportation system. And we're going to build a 6th one on a 2nd level. I'm going to have a 2-story warehouse. The one on the 2nd level is going to be for the cobblestone, because I imagine that's what we're going to have the most of. So it's going to have a lot more. I'm going to have to build it on a 2nd level so that I have more room to store it with. Because we're not going to have that much iron, redstone, coal relative to the cobblestone. Cobblestone gets its own level. I'm going to do something a little different for that. But anyways, let's start building the first level. Alright, so here it is, completed the first level of my warehouse with the 5 automatic unloading stations for the 5 types of ore that I've selected. Other than the cobblestone, which will go on the 2nd level, which I have not built yet. And I'm just going to put this wood down to conceal all this, so it's all behind the scenes. So yeah, so one of these chests, that'll be, I think that's the redstone, iron, coal, dirt, and then one of these will be everything else, which will be diamond, gold, emerald, lapis, whatever else I come across down there. So now all I have to do is I have to run these rails all the way. I'm going to do it underground. They're going to go to the automatic sorting system. So I'm going to cut the camera, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to show you guys the demonstration of this whole thing working. Alright, so we have completed the tunnel system connecting our sorting unit to our warehouse, and it looks pretty awesome. These hopper carts just travel back and forth between the warehouse and the sorting unit. Constantly, they pick up whatever items are spit out by the sorter. And here's our sorter here. Pretty awesome, not gonna lie. In retrospect, hindsight's always 20/20, right? I probably would have put the sorting unit directly underneath the warehouse, and that way I could have just had one track transporting items up from the mine, and then it would be sorted directly under the warehouse. But you know what? This is fine. One, because it just looks friggin' awesome, and two, I had basically unlimited iron and unlimited gold, although pretty much I'm out of gold now from all these powered rails. But let's see it in action. We're gonna load in 5 redstone, 5 dirt, 5 coal, 5 iron, and 1 random item. We'll pick my knockback 1 diamond sword. Now, of course, I also have this thing set to take cobblestone, but I haven't figured the finished the cobblestone portion of the warehouse yet. So right now that track just leads to a dead end. So these 4 items and then the knockback sword should be sorted and put into separate boxes, and let's see if it works properly. So in a few seconds, once it's completely unloaded, that box should be pushed back down here. And looks like that part works. Okay, that's good. And let's head back. Now, I don't know how long this takes. Those hopper minecarts just kind of bounce back and forth between the warehouse and the item sorter. So the time it takes, it kind of varies depending on, you know, the timing of when the hopper comes to the station. But so they might not be here yet, but let's see. Should have 5. Yeah, there we go. 5 dirt in there. 5 redstone in there. Nope, these haven't loaded yet. Let's see if we can catch it. There you go. There's your coal getting unloaded. It gets sent back. So there's your 5 coal. There's your 5 iron. We just caught that in the act. It just got sent back. And there's my sword. Woo! We did it! Oh, man, this is so sick. Woo, yeah. All right. Now, of course, we just need to finish off that warehouse. And, wow, I'm excited about this. This is awesome, guys. Ooh, this took a long time to build. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Well, I think that just about wraps this episode up, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like this episode and you would like to see more like it. As always, thank you very much for watching. You guys are absolutely wonderful. Please leave me a comment. I will see you all very soon.